Allow consciousness to settle into quiet alignment so the wisdom ahead may flow freely through your inner horizon. Let the teaching rise within like a calm inner glow, a light that reveals the movements of thought, intention, and the subtle forces that shape identity. Welcome, I am C.S. Douglas, and this is Codex Æternum, the Rational Bible, a journey into consciousness, self-understanding, and the eternal intelligence that shapes all existence.
This show is endorsed by Authorpedia, the world's only encyclopedia dedicated entirely to authors. Preserve your legacy, celebrate your voice, and join a global community of published writers. Visit us at https://authorpedia.org and be part of us.
Today we enter one of the most intimate chambers of inner life, the voices within the self, the internal dialogues that shape identity and perception. Within every consciousness, two distinct voices resonate, the voice of righteousness and the voice of temptation. They reveal the dual currents that flow through existence, guiding, challenging, and shaping the path of becoming. The voice of righteousness rises like a steady flame. It calls toward integrity, clarity, and alignment with the higher principles that sustain truth. Its presence encourages harmony between thought, action, and purpose, urging choices that honor authenticity and inner wisdom. The voice of temptation arrives with a different tone. It moves through the physical world, offering allure, distraction, and easy alternatives that drift away from purpose. It speaks in promises of convenience and small delights that fade quickly, dimming the deeper fulfillment waiting along the true path. Both voices exist as reflections of nature's duality. They reveal the tension that all beings encounter, the pull between immediate desire and enduring truth, between noise and stillness, between impulse and intention. The voice of righteousness elevates thought, expanding understanding beyond the material. It guides toward insight, discernment, and the strength to act in harmony with the greater good. The voice of temptation offers valuable lessons as well. Its invitations highlight areas where awareness must deepen, where restraint becomes wisdom, and where conscious choice strengthens identity. When these voices arise, reflection becomes a sacred act. Pausing to observe their influence allows clarity to emerge. Some impulses uplift the spirit, others narrow it. Some choices open the future, others contract it. True empowerment is born from acknowledging both voices, seeing them not as adversaries, but as forces that shape discernment. The dance between them reveals the contours of inner strength. The voice of righteousness encourages alignment with one's essential nature, calling forth purpose, clarity, and authenticity. The voice of temptation reminds that every choice carries weight, inviting mindfulness about intentions and outcomes. Self-reflection becomes the compass that navigates their interplay. It allows awareness to grow, guiding thought and action toward harmony. As these inner forces are examined with honesty and curiosity, the authentic self begins to emerge, not through the dominance of one voice over the other, but through the conscious integration of both. Resilience strengthens when the voice of righteousness is nurtured and amplified. Wisdom is refined when the voice of temptation is understood and transformed. Within this dialogue, the true self takes shape, balanced, aware, and aligned with the deeper purpose woven within the universe itself. Exploring these voices becomes essential to self-discovery, for through them, the path of growth becomes illuminated, guiding consciousness toward clarity, harmony, and inner truth. In our next episode, we follow this awakening inward into the very core of being. Consciousness, a profound exploration into the nature and power of awareness, and the living voice that rises within the human soul.